Hey, welcome back. It is Sunday, August the 19th. Yesterday, my brother and I were blessed with a cool, cloudy, but not rainy day, and we were able to bang out both gable ends in just 4 or 5 hours, which professionals could have done it quicker. But I have the lift for the entire weekend, and since it cost me money, I'm not going to let it sit still. So I ran up to the big blue box store, aka Lowe's. Thank you very much for the military discount. And I picked up some 1/4-inch plywood that is going to go into the soffits and up here on the rakes. So as it turns out, I'm basically getting one eave soffit and one rake soffit out of each sheet. And I'm going to wind up needing a few more 12-inch wide rake soffits after I get all the eave. I got 3 pieces already cut. There's one standing up over there. And I need 3 more for the south side of the house. That'll give me all but, I think I'm going to have to cut 3 more rakes for the west side, or I'm sorry, east side, which is the side I just showed you. Anyway, here's how it's going. It's already been marked. I used a chalk line. And I'm going to drop the microphone level down so that the circular saw doesn't blank out the mic. That's the only thing that's left over from a whole sheet. This is a crabby sheet that I picked up, delaminating. And this will go over to the south side. And that's basically how it's done. I guess I can show you how I measure them out, but it's not that complicated. Oh, what the heck, I'll show you. The eave soffits are 30 inches, and the rake sockets are 12-inch. Mark them out. Then we use the blue chalk. Line up on the mark. Stretch it tight. Snap. And I like to refresh the string. And we'll do the 12-inch. And that's all there is to it. Once you get used to doing it, you can go pretty quick. Of course, it's helpful if you can avoid tripping over your own feet. Alright, I'll be back with some more stuff later on. Oh, there it is. The soffits on the rakes on the west side of the roof is done. And I'm ready to move the lift probably just around the corner so that I can work the soffits on the south eaves. And I'll be putting those in. All I have to do is cut a piece to cover that triangle on the end. And that'll be stuff that I can do from a ladder later on. But for now, we're just working on soffits. It's time to take a little bit of break. I can see where I got some waves going on there, but we'll see how it goes. Anyway, time for a little break, get some lunch, and I'll be working on the south side right soon. Later on. Well, I showed you the west rake soffits that I finished. Then I took a lunch break. And I did the south eaves. And didn't quite hit the frame member quite right, so put a little nailer strip in there and we're good to go. That's done. And then I moved the lift on around to this side, and I did the rake soffits. And it's kind of hard to see because of the light. But I did the rake soffits on the west. Taking a little bit of break, reset the lift, and now I'm ready to bang out the soffits over here on the north side. So we've been humming right along, putting that lift to good use. Again, mucho thanks to, I just went blank, Kennebec Rental Equipment, Kennebec Equipment Rental, several locations in Maine, Bangor being one of them. This is, you know, they're not cheap, but boy, they sure do make the work a whole lot easier. So shameless plug for Kennebec Equipment Rental. Thanks a lot, guys. Actually had a challenge last weekend and wasn't able to get the lift as it was broke. And then they said I would have priority for this weekend, and I showed up a little after 2 o'clock on Friday, and it was sitting there waiting for me, and we were all ready to go. So I'm going to finish my little break, jump up in the lift, and put up 1, 2, 3 pieces of plywood, and that will finish our soffits. Back in a bit. Well, it is 4:40 and I am wrapping it up. All the soffits are up. They're not up nice and straight, but they're up. And my soffit frame Yeah, we got a little bit of a wave on the eaves on both sides, but that's alright. It'll all come out. That's why we make trim for it. And of course, the lift is all hooked up and ready to return. That's going back first thing tomorrow morning. That's today's Sunday, of course. And again, it came together pretty good. And of course, I forgot one clamp, which I was using two of those clamps to hold those panels in place while I could get them nailed. And that worked out pretty well. And it works out better if you remember to take the clamps with you. Oh well, that's life. I'll get up there with a ladder later and snag it. It's not a big deal for now. But yeah, it's looking pretty good with the soffits on. Starting to look more like a house. And don't worry about all these gaps up or along here. That's what trim is for. And everything's going to get trimmed out. I might work on, ooh, sun. I might work on that next week. I guess it's this week now. Would like to get the fascia boards on. And then we're good to go. I think I'm going to just find a local mill and get some 1x6s or 1x5s or something like that. Or maybe I'll just go to Lowe's again. Whatever. Generator shut down. We're all set. Everything's charged up, done. Sorry. The obligatory look over the pasture that hopefully next year we'll have critters grazing in it. Beautiful day. Life is good. Later, folks.